Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today, Emily, for yoga. Let us take a moment and center our minds, bodies, and hearts in connection for this practice. Grounding through the heels and across the ball of the foot, and lift your toes and root them as you spread them wide. Go ahead and open up your hands and open up your heart. Go ahead and shift your balance a little bit, your weight forward and back some. And find this space here in the center. Lighten and lift the weight out of the toes, maybe spread them a little more. And let's take a deep breath, deep in through the body, as though you're breathing into the base of the feet, rooting in to the soil, the nutrient-dense soil. And we'll go ahead and take a deep breath, reaching up here to the sun rays. And we'll go ahead and come to a forward bend. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, shake your head out a little bit. And walk your hands around to the outside of your foot. So the side that you're on, go ahead and straighten that leg, bend the other leg. Walk your hands around to the front, to the other side. Go ahead and straighten that leg, bend the opposite leg. And back to center. So I think Chakra really enjoyed practicing with you last week. So I think she's going to be our new regular in class. She's got her new habit of doing her cat yoga. Inhale, breathe up. And this time let's bring the thumbs in just to check in with our higher selves. There's just a little pressure here, slightly above between the eyebrows. And drawing up and back. Exhale to a forward bend. Go ahead and shake your head out again. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the side. Let that leg straighten. Go ahead and bend the other leg. Walk your hands a little bit further away if they will allow. And back. Go ahead and shift around to the other side. Go ahead and allow this leg to straighten in the leg that's farther away from your head. Go ahead and slightly bend it. Walk your fingers out as though you're reaching to stretch into the back. And go ahead and soften both knees. Bring your hands to the center. Shake your head out. And we're going to go ahead and rise and draw up. Good. Take the arms up and back. And we're going to bring hands in the heart. Okay, so while we're here, we're going to check gently into our core balance. So we're going to stand on the left foot. We're going to start to take the weight off of the right leg and take the left arm up. Now, you can leave the toes on the ground if you need to, or you can just go ahead and bring the leg up, whatever you would like. So take a deep breath here. And we're going to go ahead and windmill the arms and switch sides. So again, just start with the toes if you would like. Bring the leg up a little bit higher if you choose. So notice your breath. Good. Inhale. Exhale, switch sides. If you would like, you can straighten the leg. Any option is fine with the toes on the floor, knee lifted, or even the leg straight, foot flexed. Good, fantastic. Go ahead and release. So let us stop here to the top of the mat. Step up to the top of the mat. And we're going to bring the hands to heart, and we're going to go ahead and just pull the hips far back. We're going to go ahead and let the hips pull pretty far back. Start to awaken the legs. Maybe pull the hips back a little bit. Maybe not that much. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of a twist here. So I'm going to take first my right elbow into the right inner leg and just add a little bit of a twist. Try to keep the knees even. Pull the hips back. Press the left palm into the right, opening up the chest. Take a deep breath as you pull the hips back evenly. Good, and we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So the left elbow goes to inside of the left leg. So we're just going to start easy with this twist. Take some deep breaths as you pull the hips back. And as you exhale, press the right palm into the left. Again, try to keep the knees even and the knees behind the toes. Good, come into a forward bend. Step the right foot back, and we'll come into a lunge with the exhalation. We're going to inhale and straighten up the right leg. And with a dramatic exhalation, go ahead and lower into the lunge, really pulling the heart forward. Inhale, straightening up through the right leg. Let your forehead come a little closer to the shin. And then as you exhale, really enjoying the strong stretch here. So let's step back to table pose. We're going to go ahead and lower the right knee. Go ahead and let the left leg come out. Come back behind you. And we'll go ahead and micro bend the elbows and let the heart reach forward through the arms. And pull the elbows back just a little bit. And as you exhale, go ahead and round. Inhale, soften at the elbows. Feel as though you're pulling the elbows back. And exhale, round. Good. Move your hands forward. Downward facing dog. Alternate the heel down. We're going to bring the right foot forward into lunge. If you need a little help, go ahead and take your hand to assist. Dropping the jaw, lengthen the back of the neck and press through the back heel. Then we're going to take the left foot forward. So we're going to pull the hips back and feel as though you're just gently squeezing the inner thighs to the midline. We'll bring the hands into the heart here. Good. So inhale, drawing up and back. Pull the elbows back and down. Interlace the hands and lift the chest. Bring the elbows a little bit closer back. And we're going to take this just a little bit of a time. Lift the chest a little more. Inhale, exhale, working the shoulders back. The elbows just a little more straight. Inhale, lift the chest. Just taking your time. Really opening up the heart. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Just gradually deepening here into the chest opener. So elbows can be bent or straight. Again, we're going to find the balance. So really connect the front hip bones and the ribs together. And bring the weight over to the left foot. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Maybe straighten it once. And relax the right heel. We're going to lift the weight of the heel. Maybe leave the toes down. The next variation is to lift the knee. One more variation to straighten the leg. And we'll relax the heel. Good. So soften at the elbows. And we're going to bring hands to heart as we pull the hips back. Good. Lengthen tall. Now go ahead and shift the weight over to the right foot here. Shift the weight over to the left foot. So we're just keeping the feet down, but we are just feeling a stronger pose here as we shift the weight side to side. Good. And we're going to go ahead and add our twist. Left elbow to the left inner thigh. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower the hips, lift the chest, and press the right hand into the left. Nose can be up or looking down. pull the belly in, right elbow to the inside of the right leg. We're gonna get to the deeper twist a little bit. Good, inhale, and belly in, exhale. Go ahead and release. So we're gonna step the left foot back, and with the exhalation, go ahead and lower into the lunge, keeping the back of the neck long, offering the heart forward. Good, and exhale, straighten the right leg, bowing the forehead down. Inhale, go ahead and find a little more length and a little more depth. Exhale, straighten. Enjoy the hamstring stretch. Try to keep the ball of the right foot down. And go ahead and sink once again. And we're going to go ahead and lower the left knee. Take the right foot back into table. This time we're going to take the right hip and the right shoulder together. Turn and look at the right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hip and left shoulder squeeze together. Inhale, back to center. So this next time we bring the right hip and right shoulder together, swing the feet to the right and the hands to the right. And I want you to think of really opening up the left side. Good. Inhale as you walk the feet to the left and the hands to the left as you open up the right side. A nice breath. Good, and inhale back to center. Starting to press into the hands, let's draw awareness from the front hip bones to the low ribs. And we'll draw back into downward dog. Alternate one heel down and the other. And we'll go ahead, come forward. Step the left foot forward into lunge first if you want to step that way. Inhale, drawing up halfway. Exhale, go ahead and fold. See the feet parallel. Go ahead and spread the toes a little bit. Head bump the pec. And we'll go ahead and come up. So let's bring hands to heart. And again, bring the weight back. Shift the weight over to the right foot. And maybe lift the left leg. Lift and lower a few times. And we'll shift. Lift and lower on the other leg. And we'll go ahead and stand upon both feet. Inhale, drawing up. Pull the elbows back and down. And again, we're going to come into a few I'm going to come into this slowly. So inhale, lift the sternum. Go ahead and relax the neck. Exhale, work the hands down a few inches. Inhale, a little bit taller. Relax the neck. Exhale, working the shoulders back. The shoulder blades down. In towards the center of the spine. Good. Once again, just really moving a little bit slower, a little deeper here. Inhale, lift the chest. And seeing how this feels to maybe straighten at the elbows here. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of our back bend out. We're going to draw the belly in, connecting the front ribs to the front hips. And we're going to lift a little bit here. The heel, maybe the whole foot, maybe straighten the leg. And then we'll release the heel. Go ahead and switch to the other side, lifting the heel, maybe the foot, maybe extending the leg out. Good, and we'll relax that heel. All right, we're going to bend at the elbows. Go ahead and place your hands at your hips. Pull the hips back so we're looking down. The spine is nice and straight. The chest is lifted. And we're going to go ahead and step back for warrior two. So let's go ahead and take a nice stride, opening up here. And take the arms out as well. So let's think of dropping the tops of the shoulders. And we're going to take, so I've got my, well, if we're mirroring, so you take, if your right leg is bent, we're going to take the right arm up.
And we'll go ahead and just bend at the elbow here. So you can leave your back hand or your left hand up at the elbow if you would like. You can kind of seesaw, wiggle back and forth a little bit and see if you can hook the fingers together. Now I want you to concentrate on relaxing the neck and the jaw. This is deep for your shoulders. Make sure you can still breathe deeply, that you're not holding your breath or grimacing. All right. So feeling the warmth building as we move deeper here into the shoulders. And we're going to windmill to lateral angle. So we're going to release the back, the lower arm first, and take the front arm or the right arm to the thigh, taking the left arm opposite of the back leg. So turn the palm down, take the arm up to hug the ear. Huge breaths. Good. We're going to come up for yogic squat. So as we come up, we're going to take the toes slightly out and the heels in. Go ahead and be able to wiggle the toes. So the right side was on top. We're going to go ahead and keep that same arm on top as we take the arms spread with the right arm on top, cross at the elbows, and continue to cross circle through the forearms. So we're going to scoot the elbows a little bit to the left, turn the gaze over the right arm, and lift the elbows as you sink into the squat. Good, lift up a little bit, drop the elbows. Good, inhale, sink, lift the elbows, and exhale, drop the elbows a little. One more time. Good. So we're going to come up with straight legs and take the arms overhead. Inhale. And forward bend, exhale. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my toes forward. Lengthen through the spine. Lift the sit bones to fold. And shake your head out. So let's take the arms back and up. And in doing so, let it help to bring a little more weight and relaxation to the head and neck. And then we're going to slowly come up, taking the arms overhead. And exhale over your hands to heart. So coming back to warrior two on the same side. Bring the right foot out 90 degrees. Let's press the arms out. We're going to come into a lateral back towards a lunge, but a lunge warrior here. So finding your balance, we're going to turn the back heel straight back. So it's going to put a stronger stretch to the front hip flexor. And exhale, go ahead and forward bend and step the back foot out. Wonderful. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, let the weight of the shoulder blades go ahead and separate. Take the arms back and up. This time, let the fingertips graze the floor. Slowly pull the hips back, and we'll come up into chair. Good. Lift and lower. Bring the weight over to the right foot. Lift and lower. Bring the weight over to the left foot. Lift and lower. Weight into 2 feet. Inhale, drawing up and back. Good. We're going to go ahead and come into a forward bend. So let's go ahead and squeeze, massage the backs of the calves. Behind
behind the knees and the hamstrings. And we're going to step the opposite leg back. Good. And we're going to go ahead and come up to warrior two. Okay. So just go ahead and do your opposite side. So we're dropping the tops of the shoulders, lifting the hands. So your leg that is in the front, we're going to go ahead and take that arm up and bend at the elbow. So take the back hand and encourage the elbow back just a little bit, walking the fingers down. Maybe you can hold onto your shirt. So don't be forceful with your neck, but you can support for a moment. You can leave the back hand there, or you can take it from below, kind of working left and right, seeing if the fingers will hook on this side, or you can hold onto your shirt or a strap. All right, so we're going to relax the neck and take some time here. Take some time to settle into the depth of the shoulders. Very good. So now you can see here a little bit my hands. And we're going to release the back hand first with a breath. And we're going to windmill the arms to lateral angle. So take the front arm down to the thigh and take the top hand hugging the ear palm down. And take the arm, the lower arm, to help turn the chest upwards. So the under ribs are coming forward, the upper ribs rolling back. Good. Reach a little bit longer here through the upper arm. And we're going to go ahead and come into yogic squat. So you keep the direction that you are. I'm going to go ahead and turn around so I'm facing the camera here. All right, so the toes are wide. Good. Lifting, lowering just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to breathe the arms out. Okay, so whichever leg was your front bent leg, we're going to go ahead and take that arm on top, spiraling, stacking the elbows first, forearms circle. Good, inhale, lift the elbows and shift them over to the other side. All right. Again, relax the neck and jaw. So we're going to go ahead and sink into the lunge, lift the elbows. And go ahead, straighten legs a little bit, drop the elbows, sink a little, dropping, relaxing the jaw, the hips. Inhale, lifting up, and go ahead and bend. Good, a huge breath between the shoulder blades. A huge breath to release out and up. And to forward fold. Good. Go ahead and turn your toes in. Stand upon the hands. And maybe forward fold. So from here, we're going to take, let's go ahead and just all do, we'll take your right arm forward. We'll do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one you start with. You can take your right arm forward. And then take your left hand across to the leg. Now you can hold to the outer knee, calf, or ankle. And allow your the arm underside to just gently encourage a twist. Try to keep the equal reach of the sit bones back and lifted. Breath calm and deep. And we're gonna go ahead and extend both arms forward, and we'll switch sides. All right, so now taking the opposite hand to the outer knee, calf, or ankle. Inhale and breathe deeply in, and upon the exhalation, gently following the encouragement and permission of your body to add a subtle twist. So allowing the inhalation to create peace and space, and allowing the exhalation to deepen. To move into the areas with a little bit more challenge, a little bit more stiffness, a little more resistance. So take your time, always asking permission from the body. And we're going to go ahead and soften. Go ahead and take both hands here underneath you for support. Lift slightly and fold. Good. We're going to go ahead and inhale, coming up. We're going to come back into our warrior two. I'm going to turn around so we get back to the same side here. Hands to heart and press the arms out. Fantastic. And coming down into our crescent lunge. All right. Lift back up. Here we've got the back heel, just finding our balance, taking arms up. We're now feeling a little bit stronger stretch here through the hip flexor. Dropping the jaw and the hips. Go ahead and try to find neutral pelvis and spine. And release the hands down to frame the front foot. Take the back foot up. Wonderful. Go ahead and dangle, forward bend. Shaking head out. Lift halfway and exhale, fold. So we're going to go ahead and take this time to come back to downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and spread the feet about hip distance apart or more. And shift forward to plank posture. Now if you would like to do this from the feet, go ahead. If you would prefer from the knees, that is fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and think of drawing the front of the hip bones to the low ribs. Lengthen the back of the neck. And we're going to come down to the elbows. So you can keep the hips high for a moment. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. So not any more than shoulder distance. And we're going to go ahead and lower the hips, drawing the navel in. And you can choose to lift the knees if you would like. So start to feel the heart offering forward through the arms. The heels reaching back, still the jaw. Neck and relaxed. Deep belly breaths. And Sphinx. Okay, let's feel the joy here of release. So after some tone in the abdomen, we're going to find our back bend. So go ahead and widen the feet more than hip distance apart. Palms are down, forearms parallel. And we're going to take our time here to our back bend. So first, think of widening the feet so we can start from the sacrum. All right. So continue to breathe here, looking within. How's your lumbar spine doing as you move up the spine? Good. Breathing up through the thoracic spine a little bit. Feeling the heart offer forward. Pulling the elbows back a little bit. Pulling the shoulders back just a little bit. Drawing wide across the front of the collarbones.
Now, if you would choose, it's up to you if you would like to advance a little bit, lifting the elbows. And releasing elbows. Go ahead and release the chest. Stack the palms and rest your cheek on the back of your hands. Let the tops of your feet come to the mat. Then relax into the mat. Okay, so we're going to come into a nice twist here. So we're going to roll over to, let's say, the left side. So roll over to your left side. If you're on your left side, then you're going to bring your right knee up into the chest. Okay. So if you're on your left side, take your left arm in front of the heart. So we're going to move into a twist, an enjoyable twist, rather deep twist. Okay. So I want you to just go ahead and relax your head back to the floor. So your front knee might come off the floor, which is just fine. And take a moment to initiate this twist here with the right hand at the hip. Right hand at the hip. And start to relax the weight of the top knee. Now you can take your arm, if you're ready, when and if you're ready, straight out to T behind you. You can find an angle for your back arm that feels welcoming to a good stretch and a heart opener, but also feels appropriate. So let the breath just move and trickle through the body. Like a pinball, just moving through all the twists and the turns. Just clearing out any blocked energy or energy meridians. Let's get things back, breathing and moving. Okay, so we're going to relax the back hand first. Go ahead and roll back to your side. We're going to straighten the bent leg. And we're going to come back into the full prostration, the full body bow. So I want you to shift right and left, soften the belly, keep the big toes touching, extend the arms, extend the legs, and forehead down. So here in this sanctuary of mind, earth, and heart, this sanctuary, this space of connection to all the earth. Resonating the breath through an Ujjayi breath. And we'll switch sides. Okay, so if you're doing the opposite side, so I'm going to roll over to my right side. So if you're doing the same side as me, turn the right side, left knee deep into the chest. If you have a block, you can certainly place your knee on the block. Right arm in front of the heart extends. You can move your shoulder blade out a little bit and open up your chest to the skies. So begin with the left hand or the back hand, hand at the hip, just to take a second. This can be a deep twist. Take an opportunity to lengthen the back of the neck.
Concentrate on your breath and just slowing the momentum of the breath. Seeing what can relax on the exhalation. So if your arm and shoulder give permission, you can take both arms out to T. Continue to relax the neck. So again, just like a little pinball breath, just working through this deep twist. Smoothing out, deepening the breath. So awakening the energy meridians. And one more huge breath. Go ahead and inhale as deeply as you can. Exhale. At the end of the exhalation, go ahead and free the back hand. Rolling back to your side. Extend both legs. And free both arms to the full prostration, following Ujjayi breath through the nose, forehead to the mat. So after our twist, let's come into a back bend again. Okay, and we'll see how our back bend feels. Let's come back into Sphinx to begin. Elbows shoulder distance. Forearms parallel, palms down, fingers spread wide at an equal distance. And let's go ahead and feel our back bend here. Go ahead and start to draw the rib cage open. Lengthen the back of the neck. Widen the feet. If you feel invited and ready, you can lift the elbows, or you can bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Keep the elbows soft, but drop the shoulders. Notice your breath, drop the jaw, the feet relax and open, drop the shoulders, elbows bend. Relax the neck, smooth the breath, and with control, release. So take a moment here. Rolling the shoulders back, bringing the forehead so your chin is tucked in towards the sternum. Roll the shoulders back again. And now tuck your toes under, spread your toes and lift the knees. Continue to relax the neck and forehead. And go ahead and relax. Shift right and left. And roll all the way over to your side. Good. Go ahead and come on up to a seated position. And we'll sit comfortable here. You can sit on a little bit of a wedge if you would like. And with the hands at the knees, gently encourage elbows back just a little bit, opening across the chest. So let's bring the right hand out to the right. Go ahead and walk the hand out the right ear to the right shoulder. We're going to press out the heel of the left palm. So already we're in a pretty nice neck stretch here.
And relax the shoulders. Now we're only going to move the back hand, so the flexed hand here. We're going to take it up and over. And if your side allows, you can drop the elbow that you're resting on with your lower hand. Good. So move only your top arm so your hand is back. Lift the elbow. Now keep your head where it is, but walk your right fingers back. And we're going to allow the hand to help very, very, very slowly your neck back centered. Okay, so take both fingers and lengthen the back of the neck. So we're feeling fully aligned with the breath in. And we're going to turn the nose that same direction. So your ear is reaching to the wall behind you. So we're thinking of keeping the back of the neck very long. Inhale, and very, very slowly exhale, turning the nose back forward. Okay. So finding our center here, loosen up the neck. And we're going to come down to the left hand or the other side. Go ahead and bend at the elbow. And very slowly let the ear relax to the shoulder. Kind of find your balance here. You're not leaning too far forward or back. We're going to flex out the right palm. Okay, so this is adding a nice nerve stretch here. Nice awakening here to the neck. This is a great pose for a good Ujjayi breath. You can hear it, you can feel it, resonates beautifully. So move only the upper arm here. Maybe drop the elbow or bend it a little bit more. So we're moving deeper into the side. Reach out the upper fingers. Relax into this space. Okay, we're only going to move the top arm first. Once you get the arm as low as you can and straight, flex at the wrist, press into the lower hand, and then walk the fingers back. So your shoulders are on top of the hips, but now the left hand is very, very slowly, taking time, bringing the head back on your shoulders. We're going to take the hands. Both hands help find alignment. Go ahead and pick up the skull. While your arms help to just loosen up. Nodding yes. Good. And with that extra length, relax your hands. And we're going to turn the nose that same side, that same direction. Reaching the ear to the wall behind you. And as slowly as you possibly can, turn your nose forward. So with full relaxation and alignment in the neck, think about where your neck wants to go in full neutrality. Lengthen the back of the neck a little bit by bringing the chin back in towards the throat. And feeling the energy meridians and the chakras align through the spine, neck, and blossoming out the crown of the head. So keeping this alignment and this internal focus into your back. And we'll bring the knees into the chest. Okay, so let's just start with the right knee. Go ahead and glide the left leg straight, but still keep gently the foot awake. So with an inhalation, find a little extra length.
through the spine and the standing or extended leg. Just pretend you're standing. So you really keep that focus. And then as you exhale, hug the knee in towards the chest. Awaken the belly. Lift the chest to the knee. Inhale and release. And exhale, soften. So we're going to awaken in the belly, slowly glide the heel up, and come to a figure four stretch. So bringing the ankle over to the thigh. Let's bring the right hand between the legs and supporting the farther leg. You can shift a little bit, just move how it feels natural. Flex the top foot. Just give some support here to the knee. Feeling a centering and smooth breath. So we're going to keep the legs as they are, but we're going to release the arms and see if maybe the heel will come up a little bit higher onto the hip. And we're going to come into a partial twist, but it will help to stretch the IT band. So moving the right foot up higher on, as high as you can on the leg, and just bring the left hand to the left knee. We're going to just tip over the lower body until the right foot is flat on the floor outside of the hip. Now you can either hold onto the knee, or if it's just easier, you can hold onto the ankle. Just keep the foot from sliding away. Open up the chest. And just very gently, you can kind of open up the hip a little bit, pressing that knee away. So let's take 3 deep breaths here. Breathing into the hip, into the IT band. Be giving a little self-massage here. You'll definitely feel some tender points if you do a little deep tissue work in this IT band area. But it's still very good to work in those tender areas. So let's support the right knee. Let's go ahead and come back up, knee into the chest, just to support the lower back. And we'll go ahead and switch. We'll square the hips and shoulders. We'll bring the left knee into the chest. With a breath, steady, glide the right leg straight. So we're pretending that we're standing on the right leg here. Taking a deep breath. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, drawing the navel in. Chest to knee. And inhale, head to floor. We're going to glide the right knee, bend, and take the ankle over to the right leg, and we'll come into figure four stretch. So bring the left leg or the left arm between the legs, support the right leg, flex the left foot a little bit, and enjoy awakening here. The left hip, you can hold still, you can do some gentle rocking. Most importantly, controlling the inhalation and controlling and elongating the exhalation. Taking a little bit of extra time in the area that really feels like you're getting a good stretch here. And we're going to transition the hands now above the leg. Maybe see if you can move this ankle a little bit higher on the hip. Hold on to this knee just for a minute, right hand to right knee. And we're going to tip the lower body until this upper foot is flat on the floor.
All right, so we can relax the far leg, continue to support the ankle, open up the chest, and now you can see how this hip stretch feels on the outer IT band area as well. So maybe just using the fingertips, just moving along these muscles and fibers and tendons, these connective tissues, just taking some deep breaths as you move into those tender spaces. Yep, even around the knee. Good. We're going to take this top leg, bring it into the chest, and release. All right. Well, let's one more time bring the knees into the chest so that we can realign from this angle all the way up the spine on either side. And then we'll do a bridge pose. So go ahead and plant the feet. We're going to inhale, lift, and lengthen the spine. You can use the hands to help guide a little more length, especially in the lower back, a little more depth here in the belly. Spread the toes, press into the feet, lift a little higher. Lengthen the back of the neck. And now within exhalation, we're going to lower vertebrae by vertebrae. Lengthening, releasing. All right, so shift a little bit side to side, gliding the shoulder blades down the spine, palms are open. Slowly straighten the legs. Coming into our time of Shavasana. Inhaling up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, relax completely throughout your scalp. Smoothing across your forehead, eyelids, inner corners of the eyes and outer corners of the eyes. Opening at the temples. Relaxing along the line of the bridge of the nose, along the cheekbones, back to the ears. And continue into the back of your head as you relax a little bit heavier. Smoothing across the upper lip and the palate of the mouth. And relaxing across the lower lip, the tongue, and the jaw. Relax the back of the neck and the throat. And a breath to smooth all those muscles again. Gliding down into the base of the neck and throughout the shoulder cuff. Throughout the shoulder cuff and between the shoulder blades, relax. The shoulder blades themselves, let them relax. And warming the upper arms, let them feel heavy and relaxed. Elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers.
as relaxed as you possibly can. Breathe in deeply. Re-relaxing all those muscles again. Letting the ribcage rise and then fall as you exhale, relaxing the middle back and the ribs. Warm and relax the lower back. The lower abdomen. And throughout the pelvis. Breathe and re-relax the entire body again. Breathe into the upper legs. Relax the upper legs. Breathe in a little bit deeper into the knees. Stabilize and relax the knees. Breathe into the calves and lower legs. And relax. And breathe into the ankles and the heels. And exhale as you relax the top and bottom of the feet and the toes. And a breath to re-relax the entire body a little bit more. Feel the good spreading in this world. And visualize a kind and stable future of justice and peace. Reconnect not only with your body, but with all the beating hearts around you. Breathe into connection to the divine. Let it radiate in every direction. Take a deep breath. And refill your body with light and life and hope. Opening up your hands and your arms a little bit more, taking it all in. A breath to renew. And see the connection and kindness come to fruition. As you exhale, allow the belly to sink in, to connect gently the hips and ribs into the knees. Bring one or both knees into the chest. Shift over to your side. And then continue to roll into your hands, coming up to a seated position. Sense of renewed strength in your heart and mind and body. Inhale and take your arms out and up.
all the benefits this practice. And let it sustain you this week. Thank you for joining me. I deeply thank you. Full of gratitude. Namaste. And Chakra says, Meowiste.